Hello, Periscope. Thank you so much for watching the replay. You can tap the hearts, tap the screen for hearts, and it's worth the hearts today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining. Hey, Shantae. Good morning. Thank you guys so much for joining. Hello, Nikki. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the heart already. Thank you so much. For those that do not know me, I'm Clarissa, and I'm a blogger, and this is my live blog on Periscope every morning, Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. Central Time for only 15 minutes. You can go ahead and swipe to the right if you have an iPhone to invite your followers to this broadcast, and you can swipe up if you have an Android device to share this broadcast with your followers. Is that Pastor Glasper? Wow. Good morning, everybody. Hey, it's Larissa. Hey, Larissa. Thanks for joining us again. So as a reminder, you can tap the screen to give me hearts if I say anything that educates you, empowers you, as well as causes you to evolve in your actions or your thinking. So that is the purpose of this blog. You can subscribe on my website, which is chickchatcc.com. Oh, thank you, Pastor. Can't stay, but love the topic, and we'll watch rebroadcast. Cool, Larissa. Thank you. Thank you for inviting others as well. So yes, that's how you give me love. Thank you for the love already. And if you follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, then you already know the topic for today. This morning's blog asks the question, where is your clutter? Hey, Tara, thanks for joining. Hey, Tony. So we will hop right in again. This blog is only 15 minutes. Thank you for inviting your followers. Thank you for your hearts and your love. Hope you have pen and paper. And we know how this goes. Hey, Aaron, thank you so much for joining. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. So again, this morning's question is, where is your clutter? And of course, every morning I give you 3 points that associate with the question that I'm asking. This is a thinking blog, so I do intentional pauses to help you think about the statement or question I have just posed. So hopefully you're thinking already, where is your clutter? So typer number 1 in the comment box if you're ready for point number 1. Where is your clutter? Good morning, cuz. So go ahead right there, type a number 1 in the comment box. Yay, I see some ones and hearts. Thank you. So number 1 today, where is your clutter? Number 1 is, so these number 1 through 3 will help you understand what clutter does to our lives. Okay, so number 1 is it hides. So number 1, it hides. So all the good things that we're looking for often, hey evangelists, all of the good things that we're looking for typically are hidden by the clutter of our lives. So think about if you have some great stuff on your desk and you have all these stacks and stacks and mounds of paper and things and toys and whatever else you have on your desk or in your room. Yes, number 1, it hides. Your good things are going to be hidden beneath all the clutter that's on top. So think about that. You're really trying to find something, you're looking for something, but you can't find it because of all of that disgusting clutter that is hiding your good things that are underneath. So think about that for a moment. That also translates to our personal side, right? So we have so much clutter, so many, I call it bad things, disgusting things that are on us that are hiding our good things. So for example, and I give you guys full transparency here in the judgment-free zone. Back when I was married, I think about the example of myself and how I was cluttered by anger. I was cluttered by rage. I was cluttered by hurt. And because of those awful, disgusting things that cluttered me, I wasn't able to be the woman that I should have been. I wasn't able to be the wife that I potentially could have been because of the clutter. So remember, we don't give power on Chick Chat CC to other people, but we take ownership for our own faults on this blog. So not thinking about what anybody else did to me or said to me that was wrong, but just thinking about myself because of the clutter of doubt and fear and anger and rage that prohibited my good things that was down beneath that clutter. Okay, so number one was hide. Clutter will always hide our good things that we really, really need, that could be very valuable to us because of all the junk that's on top. Okay, so type number 2 in the comment box right there if you're ready for point number 2. We just talked about clutter hiding. It deceives us. We can't see what's underneath. Hey, Renee, we can't see what's underneath because of all that clutter. We can't get to what's the best of us. So number 2, you guys ready for number 2? Okay, I see the 2s. Number 2, clutter distracts. That's an intentional pause for you to think. Clutter distracts us, okay? So clutter will bog us down mentally. You cannot focus when there is clutter in your life. You cannot be as productive as you need to be, as you mean to be, as a professional, as a daughter, as a son, as a wife, as a mother, as a husband, as a church member, as a Christian. Because of the clutter, you can't be productive because clutter distracts us from our purpose. Clutter will distract us from what we intend to do because there's so much clutter. Also, clutter, we sometimes don't think about this, but when we have clutter in our life, it really crosses different areas of our life. So, point in case, when I was in school, you guys know if you followed other blogs, I'll be getting back in school. But when I was in school, if there was clutter in my house, I could be trying to read and study, and my brain would mentally be thinking about the clothes in the dryer that I need to fold, or it would be thinking about the dishes in the sink that I need to wash, or it would be thinking about something for work that I didn't get done because of something else. So again, that is clutter. And if you know it or not, or if you realize it or not, those other areas of our lives impact our goal. It impacts our purpose. So what I had to do was stop what I was doing, declutter, do whatever it was my mind kept drifting to and shifting the focus from. And I had to take care of that. If you don't take care of that clutter, you're not going to be productive. So you're giving 100%, but you probably only have a 20 or 25% productivity rate. So while you're working and churning and working and churning, you're not really getting anything done. So you need to stop what you're doing, clear the clutter, whatever your clutter may be. I've told you what my clutter was, what my clutter is. So I have to clear that clutter before I'm able to move forward. And number 3, is anybody ready for number 3? Number 3, we're talking about what clutter does to our lives. Number 3, yes. Hey, Drewster. Number 3, okay, I see the 3s coming in. Number 3, clutter frustrates. Think about that. Yes, clutter frustrates. So it goes beyond the physical things that we can see in our homes, on our jobs, but it goes more into our emotional being and our psyche, and we begin to really, really be frustrated by what's not happening right or what's not going right, which is inevitably caused by the clutter. Yes, so clutter will invade us mentally. If you believe it or not, it prevents us from those further actions that need to happen. And guess what happens when you're frustrated? It's chain and effect. So you become reactive, and everything after that point is affected because of your mental frustration. So because you're frustrated, you come home and you kick the dog. Hopefully you don't. Or you're not so nice to your child, or you're not so patient with your spouse because you're frustrated because of the clutter. Okay, so number 3 is frustration. So clutter causes frustration, in our lives. And as I mentioned, because I was frustrated within my marriage, just talking about me now, I wasn't able to be the real me, the authentic me, the best of me. So when you have clutter in your life, it prohibits you from being who you really are. So if you want to turn to scripture, it's in his word. 2 Peter, the 2nd chapter, in the 19th verse, tells us that a man is a slave to whatever masters him. That's what runs him. So if you have lots of clutter in your life, you can become a slave to that clutter because it's mastering you. So I don't want you to become a slave to that. One more scripture for you. We also know in 1 Corinthians, the 14th chapter and the 33rd verse, it tells us that God is not a man of disorder. He's not a God of disorder, but of peace. So if we are made in his image and his likeness, we cannot have disorder in our lives. And clutter is just that. It's disorder, it's disarray, it's unorganization. So you think those are professional principles, but they're actually godly principles. He doesn't want us to have the disorder in our lives, but peace. Again, this is about you being your total you, your best you. As long as you are burdened down with clutter, you can't be the best you that you can be. I hope you guys are feeling it this morning. I see some hearts. Thank you. You can tap the screen for hearts if I say anything that educates you, empowers you, or causes you mentally or your actions to evolve. Okay, well, we won't go there, okay? So that is what this morning's scope is about, this morning's live blog. Again, for those that do not know me, I'm Clarissa and I'm a blogger. I do this every morning, Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. Central Time. So we've talked about the 3 things that clutter does in our life. So that your question, your challenge today is to think about, where is your clutter? What is cluttering your life? Those can be those physical things. I've given you some examples about my personal life. It can be those things professionally, your personal endeavors, whether it's work. Yes. Hey, Bernica. Declutter, whether that's work related or educational related, or if it has to do with relational. We talked about that yesterday morning. So think about those 3 areas of your life. Even financially, are you cluttered by bills? If it has, again, if it has enslaved you, it's, going back to the word in 2 Peter, the 2nd chapter, a man is a slave to whatever has mastered him. If those things have mastered you, you become a slave to it. Okay? And when you're a slave, you cannot be your best you. So if you guys want to be your best you, declutter. Okay, so again, this morning's challenge, I want it to be on your mind, on your heart. I was doing a time check on your mind and on your heart for the rest of the day. What are those areas that you can declutter? So don't be just one-threaded here, one-dimensional here, but think in every facet of your life. Where can you declutter? Hey, Yanita, where can you declutter? Whether it's in your home, on your job, in your career, in your marriage, in your relationships, in your friendships. Yes, all of that can cause clutter. Because guess what? When I'm upset with my best friend, it hurts me throughout the day. And that's if you truly love your friends. I should have to give that. If you truly love your friends or those relationships, it clutters your brain. It clutters your mind. So think on those scriptures. God is not a God of disorder, and we are made in his image and his likeness. So we need to uphold that and not be people of disorder. So get your lives together. Declutter. I'll be back on this afternoon. Yes, I can relate. It really does. I'll be back on this afternoon to see if you accepted today's challenge. Again, the challenge is to think of every area, every facet of your life, and see where you have clutter, and think, how can I declutter this area of my life? Again, the 3 things that clutter does. Number 1, it hides the good part of you that's deep down inside that's not shining through. Number 2, it distracts, it gets you off focus, it ruins your productivity. And number 3, it frustrates you beyond your wildest imagination. So let's not be slaves to clutter today. Let's think about the areas that we can declutter. I'll hop back on this afternoon between 5 and 8 p.m. To see who accepted this challenge today. The afternoon scopes are not uploaded on YouTube. It's just for us to talk real. This will be uploaded on YouTube tomorrow, but you can watch the replay up to 24 hours. I love the rainbow hearts over there. You guys are so sweet to me. I appreciate it. Please subscribe on my website, chickchatcc.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My handle is Clarissa_chickchat. And yesterday I started a brand new fan page on Facebook. The name is Clarissa, and you know it, Chick Chat. Also, you can find the previous scopes uploaded on YouTube at Clarissa Chick Chat. I thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Happy Tuesday to you all. Be blessed. Bye.